How are we doing, everyone? Hope everyone is keeping well, keeping safe, and I hope everyone is trading safe. Now, again, just going to do another quick little video. It's very different to what we're doing, or what we do usually in terms of there's no technical analysis or anything like that. We're not breaking down the trade. In fact, I think it's more important than that, right? And it is on how to build a trading plan. Yeah. Now, I get asked this in terms of what should I include in my trading plan? Should I include this? Should I include that? Etc. Etc. Now, in all honesty, you can include what you want in your trading plan, right? There's nothing that says you have to or you can't include X, Y, Z. Yeah. But the thing that I would always say is make sure that when you're building a trading plan, that it reflects your personality. Yeah. A lot of people go wrong here. So, I might be trading the exact same strategy as you. That does not mean I have the same trading plan as you. Yeah, and it's so important to sort of understand that. Yeah, just because you learn a strategy from someone, or just because you literally learn how someone else trades, that doesn't mean that your trading plan and their trading plan is going to be exactly the same. Yeah, they might be a bit more aggressive, whereas you might be not so aggressive. Yeah, so that needs to reflect on your plan. Yeah, they might trade using X, Y, Z timeframes, whereas you might be at work and you might not have the luxury or the time to use, let's say, the 1 minute. So all these things are going to make your trading plan specific to you. But you have to make sure that, basically put in the work to build a trading plan that is specific to you and your personality. Yeah. So we're going to go through just a few things that I think, it's good to sort of include in a plan. Now, you can, not include all of these things, or you can add more things. Completely fine. Yeah. The purpose of this video, short video, is just to basically go through, just to provide like a little foundation whereby you can then start building from that. Yeah. So, the first thing, and this is just one aspect of it, yeah, is your strategy. Yeah, so including your strategy. What is your strategy? Well, your strategy is the edge, right? Your strategy is essentially your edge, your own edge that you've developed. Yeah. Now, people think that is the entirety of the plan. It's not. This is one portion, one aspect of your trading plan. Yeah, it's a very important portion. Yeah, but it's nonetheless just one portion of your trading plan, right? So you can include stuff. You can have diagrams. So, for example, what you do on pro trend moves, what you do on counter trend moves, include diagrams of examples that stand out to you. Yeah, so include something I would suggest you guys do is include sort of just like a line diagram, and then include like a proper example of a trade. Yeah, so that it's crystal clear. Yeah, so write down your strategy, etc., and include diagrams. So you've got both things that you can look at. Yeah. Now, the second thing, and in my opinion, one of the most important things to include in your trading plan is risk management. What is your risk management strategy? Yeah. And this can start from how much you're willing to risk per trade. Yeah. Are you going to risk 0.25%? Are you going to risk 0.5%, 0.75%, 1%? Now, you might risk different percentages depending on the type of trade it is. Perhaps pro trend moves, you're risking 1%. Whereas when it's counter trend, you're risking 0.5%. Yeah. So these are things that you got to get into your trading plan, right? How do you manage a trade once you get into it? Yeah. Where do you go break even? These are things that you got to ask yourself. Yeah. You got to ask yourself, and then fill it in, put it in your trading plan. Yeah. So risk management to me is one of the most important things to have in your trading plan. Yeah. The next thing I suggest is times. Yeah. So for example, some people don't trade Mondays. Some people don't trade Fridays. That's completely fine. Yeah. Some people might not be able to trade Mondays, Fridays. So that should reflect on your plan. Yeah, and within times, go into, so for example, are you only going to be trading London session? Yeah, if so, when are you going to be trading that London session? Yeah, so some people might trade it from 7 to 10. Some people might wait for the London Open before starting. So these are things that you need to have a think about and include it in your plan, right? The next thing is pairs. So just speaking about FX here, what are the pairs you're going to be trading? Yeah, what are the pairs you're going to be trading? So are you only going to be trading one pair, i.e. GBP USD, Euro USD, US dollar JPY? Are you only going to be trading one pair? Or are you someone who trades on a slightly higher time frame, whereby you might need, or you might be trading 2 or 3 pairs? Yeah, make sure you know and you've got it written down what pairs that you traded, right? So let's say someone who trades using M1, they might only just trade one pair, and that's fine. Whereas someone who trades in the 15-minute or the 1 hour, they might have 2 or 3 pairs. That's completely fine. Again, back to the starting point I made, make sure it's reflecting of you and your personality. Yeah. So the next thing that you could include is an area for backtesting and journal. So this is where literally you can keep refining your plan, right? Keep refining your strategy, shall I say, by testing, by building case studies. So have a portion for that. Case studies, testing, doing your end of days. This is a huge part in refining and constantly sort of looking to improve. Yeah. Now, I'm not saying just sit and do back testing. I'm not saying just sit and do case studies. Whatever you guys feel works for you. Yeah, but it's a huge part of building upon your strategy. Right? Constantly looking to improve. Yeah, so since it's a big part, include it in your trading plan. Yeah, it's definitely something that I personally have in my plan, and it's something that I update. So, let's say for example, every day you spend 1 hour working on your craft, or every week you spend a minimum of 3 hours or 4 hours working on your craft, right? This not only does it basically help you improve your strategy, it also basically drill into your subconscious the setups that you're wanting to see, yeah, again and again and again and again. Sorry guys, it cut off there, so just gonna continue from where we were. And this next one, I have no idea why people overlook this. This is literally so important, super important, right? So journaling your live trades. Yeah, so if you take a trade, whether it's a winning trade, break-even trade, losing trade, whatever it is, get it into your journal. Now, personally, what I would say is it's not just enough to basically write down, okay, took a long on EU break-even and leave it at that. Yeah, to me, one of the most important things when journaling my live trades is my emotions and how I managed it, basically. How did I feel before taking the trade? How did I feel during it? Etc. etc. And having those, written down, having those recorded, helps me significantly when I reflect and look to improve on this or look to improve on that. That helps me significantly. Yeah, and it's so important to be very honest with yourself. If you took a losing trade, you took a losing trade. Include it in the journal. Yeah. So to me, this is so huge. Like a lot of people overlook this. A lot of people, they'll take a trade and they might win it, and that's it, right? Or they might lose a couple of trades, and that's it. There's no additional. So, let me journal this. Let me learn from this. What did I do good? What could I do better? Yeah, did I stick to my plan, etc., etc. And obviously, that types of trade it was. So, for example, was it a long? Was it a short? What time did you take it? Was it pro trend, counter trend, etc., etc.? But to me, when I'm journaling, one of the most important things is to include what emotions I felt. How did I feel about this? Yeah, and then reflecting upon that at a given date in the future. Yeah, so that is huge. Yeah. Now, when you're journaling your live trades, I just mentioned like some of the things you can include, i.e., was it long, short? Was it what pair it was? What time, etc., etc. Make sure you have a clear layout. Yeah, so think about your layout first. Think about what you're going to include. Basically include the things that you feel is going to help you improve. Yeah, include the things that you feel help you improve, not someone else. You. Right? Remember, guys, and I just want to emphasize this point as I'm going through this video. This is your trading plan. It needs to reflect you, right? It's you. Okay? Now, one other thing that I like to include is goals. So, this does not just need to be monetary goals or anything like that. One thing I would suggest is break it down into short-term and long-term goals. Yeah, so goals for the quarter, goals for the year. So break it down. All right, make sure you break it down. Now, one of the things I focus on is improving my ability to trade. Right, so it could be, what is the thing I'm focusing on in terms of. So let's say I'm focusing on market structure. Let's just say market structure. So what can I do? Who can I speak to? Or how can I go around improving upon that? Right, so if that's a goal of mine to improve my knowledge on market structure, then I need to align my day-to-day activities in order to do that. Right, and it might be to go and join a course. It might be to go and do a one-to-one session with someone. Yeah, it might be anything like that. So include that. I would personally include that. Another thing I include is, and I can't stress this enough, people get so caught up on focusing on the technicals. Yes, you need good technicals. Yeah, fine. But personally, the technicals only make up a very, very small part of your actual trading. Yeah, psychology is huge. But you got to ask yourself, do you actually, what kind of work do you do in order to improve your psychology? Do you even do any work to improve your psychology? So it might be, maybe to get into courses that will help you improve on your psychology. It might be to listen to trading podcasts once a week that speak directly about psychology. So these are things that you can definitely include, because remember, guys, there's always going to be more things to learn. Yeah. Now, that is pretty much what I wanted to go through. Now, remember, like I said at the start, this needs to reflect you and your personality. Now, you can take everything that I've spoken about here, you can include it in your plan, or you can take things out, add things in, completely fine. But what you guys got to understand is, either people don't have a trading plan, yeah, and they just basically, I don't know, they just trade how they feel, yeah, or they have a trading plan but they don't stick to it. Yeah, so remember, guys, there's no point in spending all this time and effort building a trading plan, yeah, and then not sticking to it. It's a plan for a reason. You want to stick to your plan. Yeah, so you want to include everything or anything that you feel like is going to help you progress as a trader and thus help you progress as an individual. Yeah, so that's pretty much all I wanted to sort of go through on today's short little video. I hope you guys took some sort of value from this. And yeah, guys, I didn't do the whole subscribe to this channel thing, so I'm just going to do it now. If you like the content, give it a like, give it a share, and if you've not done so, subscribe to this channel. As usual, guys, you can find me on Telegram, you can find me on Instagram if you've got any questions. If you've got any questions regarding trading plans, etc., just give me a shout. Just give me a shout and I'll be more than happy to help. And other than that, I shall catch you all on the next video.